poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Match day 9 of the Castle Premier Soccer League, brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with Africa Bet. I'm Dandogai Sensigana, and joining me in the studio today is Momo. Good to have you, Mo.
Good afternoon, Tando.
How are you doing? You look good.
Very well.
You look good. Did I tell you? Did anyone tell you look good?
Thank you, Tando.
A good afternoon it is. We have a great clash at the National Sports Stadium. What do you think about the match we're about to have today?
Yeah, this is an interesting match. Harare City and Dynamos. It's a Harare derby as well. Derby, not the derby that you...
Technically a derby, yeah.
But it's a derby because these are teams from Harare. And some will say they are all at... the stadium is only one, so no one can say they are at home. Technically, you can say Harare City is at home because they are the home team. But if you're going to look at the game today, I would say it's going to be a close match. Harare City has been playing very well since Harare Mangiro came in. He has only lost one match, which was away to FC Platinum. It's acceptable because it's FC Platinum and it's at Mandava. And he lost by just 1 goal to 0. And last week was an impressive win away at Blawa Chiefs. You know, Blawa Chiefs has reignited themselves with quite some good signings and an international coach. So I think they are in the right path. And thinking that Mangwiro is probably maybe his 5th game, he has done very well. But then on the other side, Dynamos is also doing very well. 3 wins in a row.
Yeah, that's a very good one. That's a very good one. But however, today, this is not the only game being played across the country. There's also Manika Diamonds taking on FC Platinum and also Highlanders taking on Yada. Now, a few minutes from now, we'll be crossing over to the National Sports Stadium where Patience Namburu will be giving us an update and also interviewing the coaches. Now, Patience is up.
Castle Premiership Match Day 9 fixtures. Now, a quick roundup of some of the matches that are being played today. Wawa takes on Cranbourne at Oscar Stadium. Manika Diamonds takes on FC Platinum at Sakuva. Highlanders takes on Yada at Barberfield Stadium. And here at the National Sports Stadium, Harare City takes on Dynamos. Now, if you can see behind me some shots, the players are ready and geared up for the game. They're doing their warm-up drills. And now to join me to talk about all the action that we're going to be witnessing today is Harare City coach Tara Mangwiro. Coach, great to have you.
Thank you.
Coach Tau, you have played Coach Ndiraya when you were at another team, Triangle United, and you won that match. Now, playing him again today, you are at a different team. Does that give you an advantage?
It doesn't. It doesn't. 2 totally different teams. We did well to win against them at Triangle. I am now back at Harare City. You can't be going back to history. If anything, you need to be facing today's challenge as a new one. So that's what we are doing.
And then, Coach Tau, you really didn't change much when you joined the team. You lost some of the players that were being used by the previous coach, and now, but then you also managed to squeeze in some good results and some good points with the team. What have you changed as a coach to get the team to where it is now?
I didn't have to change much. When I looked at the team, they were doing well, not just managing to grind results. There has been a marked improvement, and we will keep on trying to inculcate in the players our own philosophy, our own way of thinking. It's not something that is going to happen overnight. It will take some time.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in today's game.
Okay.
That was Harare City coach Harare City saying what happened then when he played Coach Tondrandrai when he's still a triangle is in history. He is back with Harare City now, and what happens today is another record that he has to set with his team. Now joining me again to talk about all the action that's going to be happening here is Dynamos coach Coach Tondrandrai. Coach Tonde, great to have you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Coach Tonde, 3 wins on a trot. Have you reached your strike?
Not yet. Yeah, of course we've been doing quite so well in terms of results, but in terms of performances, we are not really where we want to be. So yeah, I just hope that we can put up an improved performance today, so that we notch another fourth win on the trot. But it's not going to be easy. We are playing a good side. Coached by a good coach. Harare Mangwiro has done decently, over the years. It's just that he's been underrated, But I think he's one coach who has really done so well with all the teams that he has coached. So we have so much respect for him. And to add on to that, he's a former Dynamos player. So he's my senior, so to speak. But so we expect a very organized Harare City today, obviously because of him, and of course a very competitive team. But I think we have been also very competitive in the past games, and we are expecting that competitiveness to be in this match we are playing today.
And then looking at the lineup that you have today, one of the players, Trevor Mavunga, hasn't started in quite a while. Now we see him on today's starting 11. Does that not disturb what has been happening, the winning rhythm that has been with the team?
Well, not really. I think he came on the last game we played as a substitute, just to shut out things. He came on for Keith Murray. So in the same vein, we have replaced Keith Murray who is not available for today's match because of an injury. So it's just I just hope that he is just going to continue from what he left off in our previous match. So not really. Like I've said in the previous interviews, that we've got a very good team with a lot of with a huge depth, and Trevor is part of that. Is part of the team. But apart from that, he's been a regular before we took Keith Murray on board. So I think he knows what he's supposed to do in that position.
And then looking at how the competition has gone so far, Chicken Inn stretched their points yesterday after winning that match, and also Triangle won their match. And you as Dynamos, you were tied up with Dynamos on points. Now looking at today's game, does that not put any pressure on you?
Not really. I think what we have to do is to concentrate on ourselves, concentrate on our games. Of course, it puts you under some little bit of pressure when you play after others have played. So that's the situation we find ourselves in today. But it's also a test of character for our team. Play after all your rivals or the teams you are competing against have notched up good results. What are you going to do? So this is what we wait to see from our team today, and hopefully they've got the mental strength to concentrate on themselves, on the game, and get us 3 points today. Like I've said, we are a little bit away. We are playing away from home, or home away from home. You can put it that way, but we expect them to treat each and every match that we are going to play and give it the respect that it deserves. But in the end, I think we are all fighting for 3 points, and 3 points is what we are fighting for today.
Thank you very much, Coach, for the
Thank you very much. I appreciate
That was Dynamos Coach Tundira Ndira saying he's also hoping that today his boys come in and bag another 3 points after he's been winning the last 3 games that he played. Now, in a few moments, it will be kickoff. Now, let's take a look at some highlights from yesterday's games.
So Dynamos and Harare City. More. Which is which? Who's winning?
I think the fact that Triangle won yesterday and also Chicken in won, it puts Dynamos under a lot of pressure to get a result today. So I think Dynamos will win it. They are the ones who need it more. They really need to keep pace with the pace setters or the guys that are above them. So I think Dynamos will go.
I mean, we heard Coach Tundira Ndira there mentioning that they have to keep their head in the competition regardless of them playing today. And also there's pressure building up because yesterday's games were played, and they are the ones finishing off match day 9. So there's a little bit of more pressure as to who's going to ascend up the log. So now we had also coach on the other side, Mangwiro, saying that yes, he might have succeeded with Triangle, but today's Dynamos. It's Dynamos for crying out. Chibanguza. So, you know, it's a very different game altogether today. But from what they said, what do you think? Is Coach Mangwiro really ready to face Dynamos? Considering looking at the lineup and the squad that he has today, is he ready?
Yeah, I think he's ready. He's ready. It's only that, unfortunately, no matter how ready he is, his team is not as good as Dynamos. I've watched these teams play. I watch them week in, week out, and I can say at the moment, currently, as Mangwiro is still settling in, I think Dynamo still has the edge, because Dynamos has got very, very good players compared to what Mangwiro has. I think when Mangwiro has got a little bit more time, and then he enforces his type of play and also probably bring in 1 or 2 of his own players, then yeah, maybe you will be more competitive. But as it is right now, Dynamos is a better team than Mangwiro.
Before I pose more questions, please stay tuned and catch us live after this short break.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Good afternoon, our viewers across the world. Welcome to the Africa Bet Sunday Top Matches. This Sunday, we do not have our usual Major League games, but we'll be focusing on the FA Women's Super League. The first game on offer is Manchester United Women versus Everton Women. And according to our Africa Bet odds, Manchester United is the favorite. Manchester City Women versus Birmingham City Women. And according to our odds, Manchester City is the favorite. Leicester City women versus Chelsea women. And our odds are saying that Chelsea women are the favorites. West Ham United versus Brighton women. And according to our Africa Bet odds, West Ham is the favorite. Thank you very much, our soccer friends across the world. Come bet with us at Africa Bet. Visit our website at www.africabet.co.zw and bet from the comfort of your home. Africa Bet, it's easy to bet with us.
It is match day 9 of the Casalaga Premier Soccer League, and we are live on Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with Africa Bet. Now with me in the studio is Mo. You were still telling me about the lineup and how Dynamos is a very solid squad that Tunderai has there. I mean, looking at the lineup, there are quite a number of players that are, key. Talking about Timon Vula, I mean, the goalkeeper, he's one of the best in the league. What do you have to say about him?
Yeah, Timon Vula is coming very strong for Dynamos. Probably one of the most important players at Dynamos at the moment. He has saved them a lot of times. And also, it's not just him saving from shots from opposition, but also his command of defense. He makes sure that the defenders are in the correct positions all the time. And also, sometimes you see him as the last man in defense as the match goes on. So I think he has been very, very critical for them. And you don't think he has been called to the national team for nothing.
Okay.
He is quite good.
Speaking of defense, there's Sylvester Apia there's Shadrack Nyawa, and there's also Frank McCarthy. Do you think that's a very solid defense?
Dynamos has always been able to work well as a defense, including Timon Vula as the last man in defense. I think the coming in of Frank McCarthy has been very good. Very good main marker when needed, and also quite critical. I was worried when Captain Jauri was said to have an injury, and I thought Dynamos was going to be a little bit weak there. But they are doing their job, and they've been able to keep all strikers at bay. If you look at them right now, they've only conceded 3 goals. That's very good.
Speaking of key players, lately Bill Antonio, at his age, he's been causing havoc in the Premier Soccer League. He's been an exceptional player and creating goals and everything for Dynamos. What do you have to say about Bill Antonio's game lately?
I started following Bill Antonio when it was the Chibuku Super Cup. Yeah, and kudos to the coach there for introducing the young man. He has grown in leaps and bounds from the day he was introduced to now. When he first came in, he was just that player who would wait for the ball to get to him. Now he's looking for the ball. He's now getting into the box. He's taking on. He's creating chances. He's scoring. Last week was not one of his best games, although he did score the second goal. But he's a very, very key player. And if you look at Dynamos, the way they have been playing, he's their main outlet. Unfortunately for last week, there was somebody who was stuck on him like like a flea.
They now know. So
yeah.
Speaking, I think we've been dealing with Dynamos. Can we just switch a little to Harare City? Harare City has key players like Clive Rupia, who's been very exceptional in the pitch. I mean, he's clinical in the midfield. Then there's also Emmanuel Mandra. What do you think about this young man?
For me, Emmanuel Mandrang is yet to reach the heights that I would have expected him. For someone who once played for Dynamos, and considering that he's still young, I think he can do better than what he's doing. Of course, he's got good runs on the width. He gives Harare City the width, but he's a bit shy for me. I don't know.
Don't you think he has matured like a little bit ever since he joined Harare City?
Not to my liking. But Clive Rupia, outstanding. I don't know how he's going to deploy him today, maybe as the main striker or from the wing, or right or left. But either way, Clive Rupia is one guy who's always a thorn in the flesh. Defenders don't want a striker who is always moving.
Yeah.
So that's how he operates. He's always on the move all the time. He looks for the ball, he attacks, he can take on, he can shoot, and he knows the burden that is on him. And if rumors that are going around are true, he may end up at Caps.
Coach said they are not true. Coach said they are not true. But not to forget also Colin Mchuru. He's very solid at the back. Do you think he's going to be... You said earlier that Bill was not up to his level best because someone was really at his tail. Do you think today Colin might just be that person to either Bill Antonio on the other side or Issa Sadiki on the other side?
Today, the way Dynamos is set up, it's difficult for them to have somebody to actually main mark, because Issa Sadiki, he's got nippy fingers, you know, twinkle toes.
He finds his way around.
Yes, he is very good at dribbling, and he's going to give any defender that comes his way a lot of trouble. But Colin Mujuru, looking at him from the time he was at ZPC Kariba, he has really matured into a very strong defender. And also his command, he's always working very well with those around him to make sure that they do a collective defending. So I think he has improved and is key to that defense. And if you look at the team, they haven't conceded many since Tauraya Mangwiro came. I think they conceded that one goal at only 2 goals. One at FC Platinum and the other one against Bulawayo Chiefs. So they've been doing quite well as well.
Well, looking at yesterday's games, we witnessed Chicken Inn taking on Ngezi at Baobab Stadium, home to Ngezi actually, and they got away with a 2-0 win. And also there was Cape United. Did you see the drama yesterday, Cape United? It was absolutely amazing and fantastic. I mean, Kumbirai's side managed to score 2 goals in 2 minutes. What do you think about that game? I feel like it was very dramatic, and maybe coach might have relaxed because this happened in the second half, like a few minutes after the second half.
It was actually complacence from the players, not the coach. You know, the players thought we're 2-0 up. Yeah, first half we're 2-0 up, so what's going to happen? What's the worst that can happen? But kudos to Herenta House, they put up a big show and a good fight there. Were it not for that mistake by the goalkeeper in the 93rd minute, they would have gotten away with a draw. And against such a big team as Caps, that would have been a wonderful draw. But the earlier match, it was a Breta mid show. 2 strikes in the first half, finished it for the log leaders, Chicken Inn. So we had very good matches yesterday. I'm hoping today is also going to be a very good match.
Thank you very much, Mo. Do not forget that we are live on Zim Papers Television Network, where we give you Dynamos taking on Harare City. Now, before we cross over to the National Sports Stadium, just a recap of the games that were played yesterday. Now, Bulawayo City won 3-1, and also Bulawayo Chiefs 2-1. And Black Rhinos dismissed Bulawayo Chiefs 2-1 rather. And Triangle got the better of Bulawayo City. Now, as we cross over to the National Sports Stadium, it's a massive game today. And joining us for commentary is Howard Musonza. And also, Mo, just before we cross over to the National Sports Stadium, can I have your prediction?
I'll give it 2-0 to Dynamos. I think
he has a serious favor for Dynamos.
It's not a serious favor. I'm just saying it as it is. If you look at the teams that are there and the way they've been playing, you know, Paga has been getting the goals for Dynamos, and he's also scored in 3 consecutive games. What can stop him from scoring today? So I think
I'll hold on to you to that. And Mo says 2-0 in favor of Dynamos. Now we are crossing over to the National Sports Stadium, where we give you all the action.
We continue with match day 9, which got underway yesterday with some beautiful matches that were played, and we had 2 matches that were live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. First, it was Cranbourne Bullets. It was Ngezi Platinum Stars who were taking on Chicken Inn, and Chicken Inn winning by 2-0. This was yesterday. Then this was the early kickoff, and the 3 p.m. kickoff. It was Caps United taking on Herentals in that game, finishing 3-2 in favor of Caps United. So today we continue with Harare City taking on Dynamos. So the 2 teams getting ready there as the referees take us through the toss. Got Nos Murwira, the skipper today in the absence of Patson Jaure for Dynamos. They call him Zizo. And Hastings Chapusha, the Harare City captain. And the match officials for today, Tanyi Somoyo is the referee, the center ref, assisted by Thomas Kusosa and Pearson Jokonera. And the 4th official is Junior Kalota. The match official for today is Alfred Zindove. That's the match commissioner for today. Dynamos in their traditional blue with some trimmings of white, and Harare City, well, that's the starting lineup for Harare City. Calvin Shangiwa in goal, the skipper Hastings Chapusha also there together with the 3 Emmanuels, Emmanuel Ziocha, Emmanuel Zinyama, and Emmanuel Mandiranga. Those are the guys that will be doing duty for Harare City. Going on to the away side today, Dynamos, they are missing Patson Jaure, who's battling a back injury. Frank Makarati is there. And in comes Trevor Mafunga to replace Keith Murera. That's the only change that was made by Dynamos from that team that beat BC Karibat by 2-0 last weekend. So that's the only change today for Dynamos. So they are done with their pre-match ritual. And of course, they are spicing it up with the war cry. You know, it's been the long-standing tradition at Dynamos that they go and kneel on the goal line. They do their prayer, but ever since the second time arrival of Tondara Indaraya, they have been spicing that up with a war cry. Harare City also going through their pre-match ritual, asking for some divine intervention. You can see Spencer Masunda and Innocent Zambezi, or Clive Rupia as well. I always ask myself some questions, you know, when they go there asking for divine intervention. Because, you know, the team is made up of all sorts of religions. So what do the Muslims do? What do the atheists do? Because normally you see the Christianity tradition taking center stage. So we are getting ready for this game. And our referee of the afternoon, Tanyi Somoyo, just making sure that everything is on point. As we continue with match day 9 in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League, and it's the team placed 10th taking on the team placed 4th. And they are 6 points between these 2 teams. So 6 positions between the 2 of them, and also 6 points. What a coincidence. Tanyi Sondlovu, all eyes on him. Obviously, they need to get a cue from the TV guys. And we are ready, and away we go here at the National Sports Stadium. Harare City taking on Dynamos. And we are live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. It's a bit of change for Dynamos at the back. Well, during the entire week, they've been battling some injuries. Frank Makarati carrying a knock. And also Patson Jaure struggling to shake off a back injury. So coming into this game, Sylvester Apia Well, Frank Makarati looks like he managed to shook off the knock that he was carrying. But Jaure could not make it. So they've got three at the back. Tinotena Moringa is also there. And Trevor Mavunga coming in to replace Kith Murera, who's also carrying a knock. So there's an injury concern on Ralph Kawandera. Medics will come in to see if they can patch him up. That pack of ice. So there were some games that were played yesterday in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. ZPC Kariba going down to Tenax at home by a goal to nil. Bit of a surprise result there. But that's what happened. Black Rhinos beating Bulawayo Chiefs by 2-1. I think it was a good result for Black Rhinos, who were still smarting from that 2-1 loss to Chicken Inn the previous week. And Ngezi Platinum Stars going down 2-0 to Chicken Inn. And in that game, McDonald Makua getting a red card. But truth be told, Ngezi never came to the party in that game. Triangle, 2-1 victors over Bulawayo City. This is another game that was played yesterday. Donald Goma, remember him? Made his name with FC Platinum and went to play in Tanzania. He's back and he joined Triangle. And he scored 2 goals in that game. So, more matches on today. Wawa taking on Cranbourne, Manica Diamonds taking on FC Platinum, Highlanders taking on Yada. And this one that we are showing you live right here on Zim Papers Television Network, Harare City taking on Dynamos. Yeah, so plenty of support for Dynamos. There's a lot of noise being made by the supporters. It's not really the kind of stuff that will normally characterize a Dynamos game, but you understand why. Free kick for Dynamos comes through and cleared on that far side. Throw in near the corner flag for Dynamos Dimbare. Long ball from the back. On the near side, Innocent Zambezi. The cross will come. So there's a Dynamos player lying down, but Dynamos with an attack. A cross will come and a chance! Oh my word! The drawback from Ralph Kawandera. Didn't reach the intended target. And Tondra Indiraya knows this was a golden opportunity right there. Kawandera trying to square the ball inside the box. And Orotoma was waiting, but he didn't get to him. Shadrach Nyawa being attended to at the moment. Five minutes gone. Harare City 0, Dynamos 0. This is the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. So looks like Nyawa is all right. So they've been told to finish the treatment outside the pitch. So Tanyiso Moyo will have to kickstart again. Nyawa still being assessed outside the pitch. Dynamos break now with Orotomal, but the win, a throw in halfway inside the Harare City. And Nyawa with a throw in. So Dynamos with an opportunity on that far side. Just flashing across the face of goal. So there was probably an opportunity there, but not really coming to fruition at the end. And Kelvin Shangiwa with a clearance. Nyawa finding Muringai. And Paga chasing. But the Harare City backline doing well, marshaled by the skipper, Hastings Chapusha. Chapusha now looking for Zinyai. And Makarati just cooling things down. Paga can stay it into the right direction. Shangiwa. Apia now. Looking for Kawande on that far side. Antonio can carry it forward. Beats one. And Paga! He was in an offside position. He wasn't even going to count at the end of the day. So far, Dynamos with the lion's share of possession here. It's a Harare derby. Match day 9, so as we watch again, Paga, well, he didn't really wrap his boot around that nicely, but it wasn't going to count either way. Mavunga. Muruira looking to loft it over Zinyai. Muringai will look for the goalkeeper. Muringai on the near side. And this one will go straight to Shangiwa. So 10 minutes gone. Harare City 0, Dynamos 0. We are live right here on Azim Papers Television Network. Nyawa looking for Paga and can't reach Orotomal. Chapusha now moving forward on the near side. Ziwacha will try. Always very difficult. The technique was not really there. Muruira playing in the midfield today. So no place for Imano Jalai. Out footer, nicely done by Muruira. Onto the near side now. And Muringai. Muruira once again. This time could not pick out the intended target. The Dynamos very comfortable at the back and enjoying the lion's share of possession at the moment. Well, the last time these two teams met, it was Harare City who won by 3-1. But a lot of things have changed since 2019. Ziwocha for the Sunshine Boys. And they were looking for the danger man, Clive Rupia. But Apia doing so well. So Taurai Manguiro joined Harare City recently. It's just been a couple of matches under his belt. Well, this is the second time that he's at Harare City today. And today taking on Dynamos. Remember when he was with Triangle, Dynamos went to the Southeast Lowveld and they were beaten by a 0-0. Taurai Manguiro was in charge then at Triangle. Can he do it again with a different team? Mandirang, Rupia, and Ziwocha, who spread it wide onto that far side. They can't keep it in play. Nyakso Nyampangedengu, who was recently
the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together.
Well, we are still on match day 9 of the Casalaga Premier Soccer League. And just before we cross over back to the National Sports Stadium where all the action is happening, we might just discuss what happened in the first 15 minutes of the game. Bill Antonio had a chance to get that goal and he somehow slammed it in front of goal. What do you think about that?
I think he just lacked composure. He was supposed to take 2 touches and then hit it. But he tried to hit it once and then, yeah, that was too bad.
And also in other cities, there's Highlanders. Highlanders is currently leading against Yada. And from the Highlanders that we've been witnessing in the past games, how do you think that match is going to end?
I'm sure Highlanders is going to win that match because they are playing Yada. Yada is one of the worst teams in the league, so, for lack of a better word. But I thought Boso has got the momentum. They played very well against Caps. With a little bit of luck, they should have won that match.
And today we have what I can term the clash of the Titans. Manica Diamonds and FC Platinum.
Which one is the Titan day? It
Don't
can't
you
be
feel
a clash
like
of
both are Titans?
It can't be a clash of Titans when it's Manica versus FC Platinum.
Both
FC
are quite
Platinum,
strong.
no. FC Platinum is a giant. Manica is just one of those small teams that is playing well this season. It's not.
So can we say it's a small team when it was top of the log just a few weeks ago? And also they have one of FC Platinum's main strikers who crossed over to Manica, Nyasha Chintuli.
He was from Ngezi Platinum.
Yes, from Ngezi rather.
No, they are playing very well, and we give them that. They have started the league very well, and that's very good. But today they're going to find it very tough because FC Platinum are more seasoned in this league, and they've been winning the league in the past 3 seasons. So you can never take away that experience and that quality that they have. And also, they lost their last match, FC Platinum. They cannot afford to lose 2 on the trot. It can't happen.
So you're saying FC Platinum is winning this one?
They're going to win in Mutare.
And also, I do not know how you will term this one, but Wawa is taking on Crembon Bullets today. You have your own words that you use.
It's a relegation battle. And that one can go either way. Crembon is no better than Wawa. They're actually interchanging every week. Wawa on number 17 this week, then Crembon on number 18, then the next week they're...
Anyway, we are now crossing over back to the National Sports Stadium where all the action is taking place.
I used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
if they do win today, I think for Tonderai Ndiraya, this is probably what he was looking for. If they are to catch up with the runaway leaders, Chicken Inn, who managed a good victory away from home yesterday after beating Ngezi by 2-0. They need to start picking points on a regular. Shangiwa at the end of that cross. Mvula. And Muringai can drive it onto that far side. Nothing much to really separate these two sides at the moment. And no mouth goal action either. Goal mouth action, rather. So Tonderai Ndiraya, after last week's victory over ZPC Kariba, saying that his team looks like it has hit its stride. Kawandera, he'll try. Good try. Not really on target, but you need to come up with variations. Sometimes if the short passes are not working, you got to try from a distance, which is exactly what Kawandera did. Jinyai. Ziocha trying to get away from Murwira. So free kick inside the Dynamos half for Harare City. They've also been doing so well ever since Manguiro joined them. Good cross and headed away by Muringai. And danger still lacking. Rupia now trying to weave his way past his markers. But just didn't work out the way he wanted. Very encouraging for Harare City. They are getting into the very important positions. Orotoma for Dynamos, using his long legs to shield the ball away. Still Dynamos with an opportunity! Oh my word, that was a really good opportunity. Mafunga now. And can pick out Nyawa. They are lacking the killer instinct inside the box. Well, there was something that the referee spotted there. So he's going to put down. 25 minutes gone. Harare City nil, Dynamos nil. This is the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Live right here on Zimpapers Television Network. Mavunga with the clearance. Mandirang looking for the goalkeeper. And the news that we're hearing from other centers, Highlanders leading Yada by 2-0. That's really good for Highlanders. Nyawa. A long clearance coming from Chapusha. Orotoma. Mavunga. Looking to spread it wide. Now the cross will come. And Paga onto Orotoma! Oh, that was really close. From the Dynamos striker. So corner kick. So he came to him, just controlled it nicely, then trying to heat it on the half volley. So the corner kick comes. And still danger there. And a shot. But good block. And Harare City can breathe easily. Ziocha looking for Zambezi on the near side. Oh, gets away from his marker neatly. Ziocha. He's been seeing a lot of ball. Emmanuel Ziocha. Rupia now. But good play. Orotoma can chase. And it's pushed off the ball by Chapusha. Good defending by the Harare City skipper, Muvirimi. Emmanuel Paga now. Looking for options. Took his time on the ball. And in the end, not really providing much. And there was a crude challenge on Paga and Dynamos Moyo, just trying to assess the situation. Paga there, and it was Chapusha with a lunge. So Paga has been told that to go out and then make a comeback. So this one is a bit far off. 30 minutes gone, Harare City 0, Dynamos 0. And we are live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. A shot will come through. But that one will not count here. Maybe in a game of rugby somewhere. Chapusha. Looking for options. And Chapusha is really matured from his days as a junior who had just joined from the Harare City Cubs to captaining the team. Kaondera. Taura Mangwiro will tell you all about Ralph Kaondera after he coached him at Triangle before he joined FC Platinum. Rupia. So, loose ball collected by the Dynamos standing captain today, looking for Bill Antonio. Well, they haven't really managed to put a lot of balls down that flank where Bill Antonio is, but they certainly know what he can offer them any day. Mandiranga. Him having passed through Dynamo set some stage. Goal kick. Masunda was looking for a free kick on that far side. But Dynamos Moyo saying there wasn't anything that warranted him to give a free kick. Antonio gives the ball away. So there's a bit of confusion there. Spencer Masunda was supposed to go and take the throw in. He took his time. Free kick for a push on Zinyama. Oh, it's actually Mandiranga who was pushed. Mandiranga. And Chapusha looking for Shangiwa at the back. Zinyai, another one who also moved from triangle, coming to join the Sunshine Boys. Into the box. Good play by Muringai. Muringai hoofs it forward looking for Paga, but being watched closely by Donald Jinyai. It's a bit of a cagey affair between these two sides. Nothing much to really separate them. So cross-field ball onto that far side. Looking for Masunda. Just looking at the head-to-head statistics between Harare City as Muvirimi tries to turn. Mavunga onto that far side, but only picking up Masunda. Zinyama looking for Zambezi now with space down this flank. Oh, the cross was poor from Zambezi. And Paga can't beat his marker. So yellow card to Shadrack Nyawa. 35 minutes gone, just 10 minutes to halftime. So here was Nyawa with that challenge that ended him a yellow card. So free kick then to the Sunshine Boys. About halfway inside the Dynamos half. And there are 4 players behind the ball. Yeah, 4 players. Spencer Masunda, well, 2 of them are moving away. Colin Mujuru and Donald Jinyai moving away, leaving Spencer Masunda and Emmanuel Mandiranga. And it's Spencer Masunda. The ward did its job, so it's going to be a corner kick. The corner comes. And Rupia had connected well, but nothing much to trouble the Dynamos goalkeeper, Taman Vula. There was a push there on Chapusha and Jinyai can launch an attack on the near side. Muvirimi knocks it down nicely, and Ziocha does well. Oh, he's growing in confidence with each passing minutes. Muvirimi. The cross will come, headed away by Kaondera. Good play from Dynamos. Orotomao pushed off the ball by Mujuru. Mujuru joining Harare City. This January transfer window from ZPC Kariba. So he was the push there. I think it takes a lot, because you look at Oratamo, he's a
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
Apia. Moruira looking for Bel Antonio on that far side, but it's Paga who wins it for Dynamos. And the cross will come. And Shangiwa watching the action, very attentive. Ziocha. Looking for Jinyai. Zambezi now. Should throw into Harare City on the near side. And up here onto the near side, looking for Muringai. And Masunda, again, doing so well to thwart everything that's being aimed at Bill Antonio. So free kick, and quickly taken, looking for Mandiranga. Well, from our vantage point, he was way offside, but the near side assistant referee was not moving with play. So 2 minutes to halftime. And it's still goalless between Harare City and Dynamos. Apia, the former ZPC man, looking for Antonio. Pushed down by Masunda. I think Dirai needs to find a way to unlock that side where Antonio is, because at the moment it's not really giving him much. Antonio trying to come inside. And Orotomao with a cross, and Shangiwa does well. That was good goalkeeping from Shangiwa. Because Paga was waiting in ambush. Muringai. And it's a Dynamos ball, which Murida will take. Spread wide onto that far side. Apia. And again, they can't string more than 5 passes together. Muringai. Moves it forward. The target is Orotoma, but Paga is not close by. And Harare City win it again. Ziwocha. Offside on Rupia. Time on Pula. Just 1 minute of time added on, and it's almost up. I'm not sure we're going to see much from this Dynamos attack. Muruira. The cross will come, and Orotomao is a bit off from where the ball was going. Free kick to the Sunshine Boys. The 1 minute of time added on is up. And Moyo looks at his watch. I'm sure we're not going to see much. And there it is, the halftime whistle here at the National Sports Stadium, match day 9, the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Nothing much to separate these two sides. Nothing much in terms of goal-mouth action. And chances far-flung for both teams. And as we go for the halftime breather, it's Harare City 0, Dynamos 0.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends. Which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
It's match day 9 after Kasolaga Premier Soccer League, and that was the first half of the game, which ended 0-0. Now more. We expected more of a Dynamos which is attacking, we just expected more form and class and clinical in front of goal, but we did not get that coming from Dynamos, and we are seeing them suffering and struggling in their midfield, and Harare City seems to have it under control. And from that game, what can you say? Is Dynamos owning the game, or what is really happening?
Yeah, it's a drab affair at the moment. Nothing to talk about. The chances, there are no chances to talk about. Besides that one that is on the screen right now, in the 4th minute, I thought that Nyawa was supposed to control it and then at least take a shot. Composure was needed there in the box, and then the crosses are coming in from Harare City like that, no takers. It's been poor all round. There's nothing really much to talk about. In the first 15 minutes, I thought they were sizing each other up, but then this has continued like that. But from a Dynamos perspective, I thought they've got exciting players like Issa Sadiq, who is on the bench. He's somebody who can come on and lighten up the game. And it's a disappointing first half.
Do you think the coach did a good thing by benching Issa Sadiki and putting on Orotomo? Because he seems to be a very big guy who is capable of controlling and, if need be, head the ball in, coming from the corner. God knows Marire has a powerful shot coming from the corner. And him being as tall as he is, we expect him to be a little bit more clinical in terms of using that height to his advantage, but we're not seeing that.
If you've got a player like Oratomo, you would also need to have a lot of wing play. And unfortunately, Bill Antonio is not at his best today. The supply is thin, and the times that he's getting the ball, he's under lock and key. Somebody's always on him. So with Oratomo, there's no service that is coming through. It would work better if they had that supply. Or probably if Dynamos was using route 1, just pumping the ball up for Oratomo to keep for the midfielders to come into play. But then Dynamos is not playing like that. But having watched Dynamos before, there's nothing much that you can expect from Dynamos. They don't play that kind of exciting game. they just get results. I'm actually disappointed by Harare City because it's one of those teams that you would go and watch because you want to see 5, 6, 7 passes, the ball moving from the build-ups. But there is nothing that's coming from Harare City. I think they are being too cautious. They are actually happy with the current scenario where it's 0-0.
You know, there's that situation where teams, can I say, smaller teams are a bit appreciative of the fact that they haven't been any loss to them. They would rather have that 0-0 than have Dynamos to win. But looking at the squad, looking at how Clive was playing, Clive is really an exceptional player on the pitch. And there's a chance that he got there around the 35th minute. He got a chance, and from a cross that came from Innocent Zambezi. So what can you say about the Harare City front line?
The chances are far and wide, and also the supply is poor. I think both teams, there is no creativity whatsoever. You would rather have teams that are creating than... Clive is actually trying to be the creator when people are supposed to be creating for him. Yeah. So when there is that no creative hub, it's difficult for... You know what Zambezi did there? It's once in a while that you get someone who gets the ball out and then clean cross, but it wasn't a real chance. There was nothing that's clean coming from the midfield. They are too cautious. There is too much respect for Dynamos from Harare City, and Dynamos is not taking advantage of that. It's really, really disappointing. You see, I think we only had 3 corners the whole half. So it means that there is no action in the box. It's not enjoyable.
And in terms of clear-cut chances that Dynamos missed, coming into the second half, what kind of team and squad do you think we are about to witness?
I would say I want Issa Satiki to come on for the reasons that he can bring the fans into the match because of his dribbling skills, and also I would also want the big striker Evans Katema to come on because Oratamo, fine, he's trying, but
he's not yet fully up there.
He is not.
And also the coach did mention about his fitness. I was quite surprised, I won't lie, I was quite surprised when I saw his name on the starting 11, and I was wondering, maybe he
why put him if he's not yet fit? Why put him? So start with the fit guys, and then when they're tired, you get in Oratamo.
I mean, we've been getting a little bit more of action coming from Emmanuel Paga, but he seems to be missing his step every now and then. He's falling there, instead of him, you know, controlling the ball and aiming for the gate. But I don't know, there's something lacking.
Emmanuel Paga tries too much. He's putting pressure on himself. He wants to get that goal. He wants to be that
star player.
Yes. So it's very difficult for you to... He should just play naturally. When he gets a chance, he should take it. But then he's trying too much, carrying the ball for too long.
Well, first half was a bit disappointing, I can say. And also, coming into the second half, what kind of Harare City do you think we can witness?
For Harare City, I think they have a team that's working to their advantage. They haven't conceded as yet. So for them, if they come out with a draw, good for them. So they would rather put back the same team. And there's not much option on the bench for Harare City, so yeah.
But there's also, under Coach Lloyd Tembe, Bizek seemed to be one of those strikers who would create chances on the right or left wing, wherever he was placed. But lately we're just seeing him on the bench every now and then. What do you think is happening?
Yeah, I think the assessment would really come from the coaches, because they are the ones who are with the players the whole week. So maybe he's lost his form. And whenever new coaches come in, they have got some things that they look for in players, maybe positional discipline or the quality. They may lack the quality in the view of the new coaches. So whenever, expect such changes when new coaches come in.
And just before we cross over to the National Sports Stadium, you mentioned that you'd rather have a few players like Issa Sadiki coming from the bench. In the Harare City squad, who would you rather see coming up into the squad, and who do you think is a bit lacking in terms of delivering and who might need to be replaced?
I think I would want to see Tatenda Tumba at some stage, mainly because of his pace and also he's a main threat whenever he's on the pitch. His ability to track the attacker on either the right or the left. So I think for Harare City, that's the change that they would make. Bring on Tatenda Tumba. Whoever they bring out, as long as it's not Rupia, anyone can be substituted.
And Innocent Zambezi as well.
Yes.
I mean, earlier on, before on the pre-match, we spoke about Emmanuel. But we haven't seen that Emmanuel that we've been witnessing in this whole previous games. What do you think is happening?
Like I said, I've never been impressed by Emmanuel Mantranga. I thought the hype that he was getting at Harare was at Dynamos was because Dynamos has got a multitude of fans, and whenever somebody gets the ball, it's proud to be a loud noise. Now at Harare City Smoke, you really have to play for you to be noticed. So as far as I'm concerned, he's not that good.
Well, it is a dramatic afternoon in Bulawayo. There is Highlanders taking on Yada, and in halftime it was 2-0. Now, as we speak, we're about to cross over to the National Sports Stadium, where we give you the second half of Harare City versus Dynamos. Do stay tuned.
Man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I couldn't trust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
As this time around, Dynamos will be attacking Harare City from left to right on your screens. Bel Antonio very subdued in the first half. And he is hoping, well, from a Dynamos perspective, that things will be much better for him in the second stanza. Bel Antonio, he has gotten some good goals for Dynamos in the last game against ZPC Kariba. He scored the last goal right at the death to give Dynamos a 2-0 win. So I'm sure Tundera Indirai will be hoping for the same today. Or the formation that he's playing this afternoon, where you've got Cedric Nyawa wide on that far side. Dynamos are not really used to that. So away we go for the second half here at the National Sports Stadium. Harare City nil, Dynamos nil. Are we going to see any goals in the second half? As both teams are warming up substitutes. Mandiranga. And Mvula will be called to come and assist Nyawa. Playing in a familiar role, Shadrach Nyawa. A free kick to Harare City. Let's see what they can do from this standard situation. Halfway inside the Dynamos half. I think an early goal will be crucial for this game to really be key. And we'll be able to see how then this game progresses. The free kick comes through. And an opportunity! Oh, straight down the middle, and the goalkeeper did well to parry it away. Good opportunity for Clive Rupia, lurking on the near side. Hit it well, and the reaction from the goalkeeper was top-notch. So the referee not playing advantage. The far side assistant referee had spotted an offside. So the referee had to pull back play. Antonio now. Looking for a return. But watched well by Colin Mujuru. Rupia. Mandiranga on the near side, asking for too much from Rupia. Spencer Masunda on the run on the near side. Paga. And Kawandera just hitting it forward. So Dynamos wanting to make a double change. Evans Katema getting ready to come on. So Alex Orotoma will make way for Evans Katema. Brandon Mpofu also getting ready to come on. And it's Kawandera who is going to make way So that means there are going to be some positional changes for Dynamos. Evans Katema would lead the line. Brendan Poff will go and play on the left side of midfield where Shadrack Nyawa was, while Shadrack Nyawa will come right behind Paga. City. That was really poor from Spencer Masunda. Oh, they are also warming up. A couple of guys. Nyawa. Looking for Paga. Crossfield ball. Looking for Antonio, and the cross was good. Oh, he thought there was a handball there on Spencer Masunda. So in other matches, at halftime it was Manica Diamonds nil, FC Platinum nil, Harare City and Dynamos, well, it's still goalless as the Dynamos come through. Nyawa! And Shangiwa did well. There was a collision there between Nyawa and Shangiwa. So I think the formation that Ndira had set up initially was not good enough. As things are starting to happen now, especially from a Shadrack Nyawa perspective. Well, at halftime, Highlanders were leading Yada by 2-0, and Wawa were leading Crumbum Bullets by 1-0. This is what's happening elsewhere in the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League as we continue with match day 9. Well, looks like Shangiwa is 100 and the game can continue now. So more having a word with Muringai there. Katema. And there's confusion with the match officials there on that far side and whistles coming from the fans as well. Nyawa impeded. So free kick to Dynamos and a yellow card going to Emmanuel Ziwacha. Masunda. But Dynamos will clear with Apia and Paga on the near side now. This looks interesting. Antonio onto Paga. Too far away from Paga. Muruira. Antonio. The cross will come. And there was a handball there. And from where he was, it was supposed to be a penalty. It'd be interesting to see what really happened. What really happened there? Well, the match officials don't really know what happened. This is really interesting. I thought Spencer Masunda was inside the box. Or maybe I'm wrong, but it will be really good to watch that again. But nonetheless, a free kick to Dynamos. Muruira with the free kick. And Shangiwa set up a three-man wall. Plenty of options inside the box. He comes through. And it's a goal! Frank Makarati with the header. He hit the underside of the crossbar. Well, Harare City players complaining that it didn't cross the line. A 55 minutes gone. Dynamos leading Harare City by a goal to nil. And Frank Makarati, the goal scorer. There it was, Makarati with the header. And, well, let's see from another angle. Came through a header. Oh, he crossed the line. It did. Hit the underside of the crossbar and hit on the other side of the line. Shangiwa with the clearance. So throw in then to Dynamos near the halfway line. Well, the changes that Dynamos made, making a bit of an impact for the Glamour boys. And Harare City have got a mountain to climb at the moment. Clive Rupia weaving his way past a class of defenders. Muirimi. He gets a free kick. Inside the Dynamos half. Tamam Vula just setting up his men. He wants a wall. And those fans in delirium. Evans Katema getting himself in the little black book of the referee. So Harare City wanting to make a change. Tatenda Tumba getting ready to come on for the Sunshine Boys. But in the meantime, this free kick right here. Mandiranga with the free kick. And Bula punches it away. Zinyai was looking for Zinyama, but just too much weight on that pass. Throw in then to Dynamos. Well, not in a hurry at the moment. You know, they are trying to shave as much time as possible from the clock. Crossfield ball, looking for Muringai. He's got space down that wing. Mpofu. Good ball for Katema. Katema with space. And a shot. He gets the rebound. Oh, the acrobatic kicked in. Comes to pressure. And a shot again. Offside, says the referee. Much better play in the south by Dynamos. But in the meantime, we're going to see a change by Harare City. Tumba comes on for Mandiranga. 60 minutes gone. Harare City 0, Dynamos 1. Frank Makarati with the goal after 55 minutes. So City looking for a way back. They played so well in the first half, though at different intervals. Katema. He's really playing well on that far side, Katema. But this time could not pick out Paga. He was in an offside position. Tumba for this first touch. Masunda now looking for Zinyama. Oh, too much. Asking a bit too much from Tumba. The game is livened up. I think the goal did the magic. So the referee having a word with Sylvester Apia there. I think he was telling him not to waste time. Katema. Oh yeah, trying to beat the offside trap. I think for most of these Dynamos attackers, they need to watch their line. Because they are found wanting at most times. They would have strayed offside. Chapusha. And Paga can chase. Antonio will try the speculative. Oh, he was very close. He was very close. There he was trying to do a one over the goalkeeper. So at Ascot is now 1-1 between Wawa and Cranbourne Bullets, while at Barberfield still Highlanders 2, Yada nil. And in Mutare, Tsakuva, Manika Diamonds nil, FC Platinum nil. These are the other matches that are on in match day 9 of the Kasolaga Premier Soccer League. Paga on the near side, looking for Antonio, cut back, Mpofu, and it's a goal! Oh my goodness! A team effort. The goal really worked well. 63 minutes gone. Dynamos 2, Harare City nil. One of the changes that was made by Niraya soon after halftime Brendan Mpofu started on the bench. But this you must give to the young Bill Antonio. Very quiet in the first half, Bill Antonio. There he was with a cut back and Mpofu at hand to just bury the effort way past Shangiwa. And it was time for a celebration. Oh, the cutback was sweet. Nyawa missed it, but not Mpofu. And boom! 2-0 up. What can City come up with? Tumba. Still coming, and it flies across the face of goal. A good block by Nyawa. 65 minutes gone. Harare City 0, Dynamos 2. We are live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. City wanting to make another change. But this time they've got two on the touchline. Jerry Chipangura is one of them. And Timothy January. Emmanuel Paga. Looking for Antonio. Tumba wins possession. Good marking by Antonio. Rupia finding Tumba and Masunda. But this one will go all the way to Timon Vula in goal for Dynamos. Muringai slotted on that left side of that three-man defensive shield for Dynamos. Ziwacha. And free kick. Right in front of the 18-yard box. Just close to the D area there. Yeah, from Vula, you got to watch it closely. So what's going to be first? Is it the free kick or the change by Harare City? Timothy January and Jerry Chipangura. So it's the substitution first. Clive Rubia is going to make way for Jerry Chipangura. This is like for like. Spencer Masunda also coming out for Timothy January. He's more of an attacker, so that means they will need to change their shape to accommodate Timothy January. Somvula setting up a six-man wall inside the penalty box. Onyawa is the seventh. It comes through. Will never trouble anybody any day. And this man is a bit disappointed by that from Zinyama. Castle Premier Soccer League live right here on Zim Papers Television Network. Exciting stuff coming from this game. Yesterday we showed you two games. Katema looking to set up Mpofu on that far side. A throw-in quickly taken by Zinyai. And Zinyama under a bit of pressure on that far side. And Shangiwa, who hoof it forward. What can City do? Do they have a reply? Free kick. As Tumba was impeded. As we approach 70 minutes on this game, Harare City 0, Dynamos 2. A shot will come and straight into the arms of Mvula. Muringai driving it forward on that far side. They are looking for a way. Katema picks up Mavunga and Pofu with a cross, and Paga goes down rather cheaply inside the box. Chipangura onto Tumba, who put it on that far side. They take the throw in quickly. Tumba. Throw in to Harare City. Dip inside the Dynamos half. Innocent Zambezi with the throw. And finally the cross will come, headed away by Apia. The danger still lurking on that far side. Tumba with a cross. And finally, Apia clears the danger there. Simon Vula just edging everybody to go up as he makes a long clearance. Katema knocks it forward. Katema once again. Throw in to Dimbare on that far side. And Parker can chase on the near side, looking for options. Finds Katema on that far side. Katema! Oh, a bit selfish, Evans Katema. He had two men on the run, and he chose to go for glory. Diraya once more. I'm sure for him this 2-0 is not enough. So Dynamos have really done well in the past 3 games after going down to Chicken Inn. They lost 1-0 to Chicken Inn here at the National Sports Stadium. Then they went to Bulawayo and beat Bulawayo Chiefs by 2-0. Following that up with a 3-1 win over Tenax. And then last weekend, they beat ZPC Kariba by 2-0. Antonio now. And oh! Parker was close. He had another option to put it on that far side as Murida was calling for the ball. But Paga leading the line really well for Dynamos. And with a victory today, Dynamos will move to 19. So there's a change being made. Mukono comes on for Zinyama as they try and solidify their midfield. So Tendai Mkono comes on for Zinyama. So the 3 points here, Dynamos will move to 19, same points with Triangle. Remember, Triangle are on goal difference +7, and Dynamos is on +6. So with the 2 goals, they will move to +8, which means they will leapfrog Triangle into second. Well, barring whatever is happening at Sakuba Stadium in Mutare, as Manica are taking on FC Platinum. If Manica do win, that means they will retain their position, the second position which they occupied going into match day 9 today. Well, for Harare City, they've been blowing hot and cold. Remember, they beat Cranbourne Bullets by 3 goals to 1. So 75 minutes gone, Harare City 0, Dynamos 2. And after that 3-1 win over Cranbourne Bullets, they went to Mandava and lost by a goal to 0 to FC Platinum. And they played really well against the log leaders, Chicken in the match which ended goalless here at National Sports Stadium. And then away in Bulawayo against Bulawayo City, they won by 2 goals to 1. So a lot of expectations on Tarai Mangwiro coming into this game. Somurida penalized, or rather for a push on that far side. Muruida took his time on the ball and gives it away cheaply. And Mavunga gives away the foul. So a notch there on Muvirimi, giving them that free kick, which will probably be taken short. They did just that. Timothy January with a cross, danger there, but Timon Vula, very agile, and springs off the ground to grab that one. Mpofu. Katema will let it roll for a throw in. Mpofu looking for the skipper. Just relieving a bit of pressure. Paga is the target, headed away by Jinyai. Tumba. Is he watch on to Timothy January now? The cross will come, but Jerry Jipangura lost his marbles a bit. Was not anticipating that the ball was going to come to him. So Junior Makunike getting ready to come on for Dynamos. To also get a piece of the action. Paga. And it's put down by Jinyai. And Moyo having a word with Jinyai. So this was the foul. So free kick then to Dynamos, who are going to be making a change. Junior Makunike. Who's going to be replacing Paga. He's done well, Emmanuel Paga. Really led the line well. So Makunike has about 10 minutes to make an impact. Not really an impact because Dynamos are leading either way. So, yeah. Muruira with a free kick. Header! And Katema not really convincing with that header. So we are approaching 80 minutes with 10 minutes to full time, of course. Plus time added on. And Harare City 0, Dynamos 2. Can City get something from this free kick? Tatenda Tumba behind the ball. And Makarati heads it away. Makunike fighting for possession there. And Mpofu concedes a corner kick. Ojalai is also warming up on the touchline. The corner kick will come. Apia heads it away. And Evans Katema clipped. So there was a clip there by Colin Mujuru. So they are not in a hurry to take this one, Dynamos. But Mvula will dispatch. Looking for the main man up front now. Katema. Throw in to City. Mujuru, formerly with ZPC Kariba. Played really well in the Chibuku Super Cup, Colin Mujuru. I think this attracted a lot of interest from a lot of teams. But he finally landed at the Sunshine Boys. Chipangura and Tumba waiting on the near side. And Mavunga took his time to clear. Katema muscled, they out-muscled and outnumbered as well. Crossfield ball onto that far side. But Mpofu brings it down nicely for Dynamos. Makunike. Ziocha. Mujuru. This one straight down at Mvula. Long clearance. Tumba. on that far side, but it's taken away by Dynamos now. Nyawa knocks it down for Mavunga, and Nyawa chasing. Nyawa looking for Antonio. Oh, that was really close. Good defending by Jinyai. Foul on Katema. Oh, in fact, by Katema on Jinyai. So now Emmanuel Jalai is going to make way. I think as a player who's coming back from injury, it's important that he gets a bit of game time. So a few minutes will do it for today for Jalai. He will replace God knows Murwira. And with his first touch, it's going to be a throw-in. Well, I thought of doing it so quickly, but the referee says, no, you need to take it from the crack position. Jinyai. Mavunga looking for Antonio on that far side. Oh, he's surrounded there, Antonio. But managed to wriggle his way past these markers. And he gets a free kick. As he was hacked down by Emmanuel Ziwocha. So there he was. And Ziwocha came in, starts showing. And Antonio went down. So 3 men behind the ball, and Shangiwa trying to put up a wall. A 4-man wall right there. So Murwira is out of the picture. He would have really fancied take a crack at goal from that position. But he has since gone out. So it's Muringai and Mavunga. Mavunga! Corner kick. And Nyawa just inside in the fans to edge the team. And they laughed at. Much better crowd from Dynamos today, if you want to compare with the other days. So corner kick. Antonio behind the corner. Shangiwa with a punch. And he took a knock. And the referee had to stop play so that he would be attended to. So there's another Dynamos player. Oh, God knows Murwira right there. Yeah, I'm sure he's talking about that free kick. If I was there, I could have really hit it really hard. I played really well, God knows Murwira. So Shangiwa is okay. And Mavunga took a knock to the head. I'm sure he's okay too. So now we can continue as we approach the 90th minute mark, which is the end of regulation time. Let's see how many more minutes we are going to be playing here. Junior Carlota will tell us exactly how many more minutes. Junior Carlota is the fourth official here. Looks like Harare City are dead and buried, as we are going to be playing 2 minutes of time added on. So if they are entertaining any hopes of winning this encounter, they need to get 2 goals in less than 2 minutes. Which of course is very difficult. At Ascot Stadium, it's now Cranbourne Bullets leading Wawa by 2-1. That game started a bit late when you look at all the others that kicked off at 3 p.m. That one kicking off about 10 minutes late. Highlanders leading Yada by 3-0. And it's still goalless between Manica Diamonds and FC Platinum. This one out in Mutare at Sakuba Stadium. Timothy January on that far side for the Sunshine Boys. Ziwocha wide onto the near side. Tatenda Tumba looking for options and hacked down by Bel Antonio. And he gets a yellow card for his troubles. Yeah, cynical challenge from Antonio. So just a few seconds before full time. Yeah, they're enjoying themselves out in the stands. Who wouldn't when your team is leading by 2-0? Tumba behind the free kick. He can either hit it direct at goal or can cross, but cleared. Zinyai and January, former triangle players, both of them. Outmuscled by Mpofu. Mavunga and Ziwocha will clear. And that's the full-time whistle from Tanyi Somoya. What a game. And those fans paying their money to watch exciting stuff. Not really the same in the first half, though. But came to life in the second half. And Dynamos getting their first goal from Frank Makarati. It was a free kick deep inside the Harare City off, dispatched by God knows Murwira. And Makarati was there to knot it down, hit the underside of the crossbar, and hit on the other side of the goal line. There was the free kick, Makarati rising high above everybody. And boom, they were leading 1-0 at that particular moment. It was the changes that were made by Tondera Ndaraya, Brendan Pofu coming on, as well as Evans Katema. And they brought in the much-needed impetus into the game. And with it, that was the first goal. And then there was a moment of magic from Bel Antonio. The ball really worked well inside the Harare box, the Harare City box. And Bel Antonio making a cutback. There he was, Antonio. The cut back, and Brandon Pofu. What a technique. Hit it on the run, first time, and found the bottom left corner. And the goalkeeper had no chance whatsoever. And from that moment, it was Dynamos dominating the exchanges. So 2-0. What a way to end match day 8 for Dynamos. And Mpofu, who came on as a second half substitute. His first goal for Dynamos. Remember, he crossed the floor from Caps United, joining Dimbare. And while the fans have got every reason to celebrate this victory here. So let's go down to pitch side. Patience Namburo is on standby as she talks to the two coaches. But full-time result here at the National Sports Stadium. Harare City 0, Dynamos 2.
An amazing 90 minutes of football here at the National Sports Stadium. That was Harare City taking on Dynamos in a match that Dynamos has just won 2-0. Now, joining me to talk about what happened in the match is Harare City coach Tarai Mankul. Coach, great to have you back. Now, not really the result that you were hoping for when we initially spoke about what was going to be happening in the match. How do you feel about how your boys played today?
Yeah, I would say very disappointed with the result. I thought we had done fairly well in the first half, but then Dynamos made tactical substitutions which were more effective than ours, and it's how the match turned in their favor. And today, as a coach, I feel outwitted, and I want to applaud my colleague Ndiraya for the good work that he did. And tough luck, Harare City, better luck next time.
Best in upcoming games.
Okay.
That was Harare City coach Tarai Mankuro saying he got outwitted when Dynamos made some tactical changes. This is what costed him today's match. Now joining me is now Dynamos coach Ndiraya. Coach, congratulations on order. Another 3 points for you. How are you feeling about how your boys played today?
Well, I'm quite elated. I'm happy. Happy for the boys. Look, quite honestly, we didn't have a very good first half. We were just huffing and puffing. We were not ourselves. I don't know what was really going on. So we had a chat at halftime and really pushed the boys, to put in more. And I think you saw it by yourselves. We had a very great second half. Of course, we had to tinker around with the team a little bit. But really, I think it was the hunger from the boys, from the players themselves to really get a result today. So yeah, we had to change the team on many occasions, depending on the moment of the game. And I thought it really worked for us today. And then, of course, in the final moments, we had to shut shop. And I think you saw for yourselves again how the team really defended. So yeah, I'm happy by our performance in the second half. That's the kind of performance that we want to see from our team in each and every game. And sadly, today they started slowly and gave us what we expect from them in the second half. But overall, I'm quite happy with the performance, happy for everyone who is associated with the team. We keep marching on. I'm happy that we got a fourth win on the trot, which was our target. So our next target now is the fifth one.
Thank you very much, Coach. All the best in your upcoming games.
Thank you.
That was Dynamos coach Ndiraya, very excited about bagging his fourth win in a row, and that's another 3 points for his team. Now joining us is our man of the match, the young Bill Antonio. Bill, your team has won again, fourth 3 points in a row. How are you feeling about how you guys played today?
Yeah, everything involves the team. So we always fight for the best for each and everyone in the field. So yeah, winning four games in a row, it's teamwork and hard work.
And then there have been an addition of new players in the team. You're part of the team. How do you feel about how you guys have gelled up as a team with the new players that were added?
You know, creating combinations is very difficult. After we had only, I think, a mini preseason. So, you know, each and every day we try to perfect our combinations. You know, if it's Evans or Ralph, what are his strengths, what are his weaknesses, then he has to know what are my weaknesses and what are my strengths. So, yeah, gelling up, it was there to come. And now we are good to go.
You're quite the player, Bill, and you've stolen a lot of hearts from the Dynamos supporters. What would you like to say to the supporters who are rooting behind your team today?
Yeah, you know, you always say it's the 12th man. So each and every game I play, I wish there will be the 12th man. So I would like to say thank you to my supporters. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bill. All the best in your upcoming games. Thank you. Now, that was our man of the match, Bill Antonio. Very excited about how they won the match today. And he also says he'd like to give a big thank you to the Dynamos fans who are always rooting behind their team. Now, that was what we had for you at the National Sports Stadium. Dynamos taking on Harare City in a match that Dynamos has just bagged the 3 points. My name is Patience Namburu, and thank you for watching.
My father used to say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle. To say that the poorest man is not one without money, but the one without friends, which is why I could entrust him with ensuring that all my friends were there on my wedding day.
Consider it done, son.
Dad, this is not everyone on my list.
I invited all those people on your list. I didn't call it a wedding. I told them that you were in serious need of their help and that we would gather here today to see how we can help you. And these are the people that showed up. Now go on and celebrate with your true friends.
The taste of true friendship. It all comes together with a castle.
That was it for match day 9 of the Castle Premier Soccer League, brought to you by Zim Papers Television Network in partnership with Africa Bet. Now coming back to you, Mo, I feel like you are now a magician or fortune teller, whatever you may call it. This is not right. This is maybe the 10th or 15th match that you have predicted right. Like earlier on, I'm pretty sure the viewers who had tuned in, they heard Mo giving us a prediction of 2-0 in favor of Dynamos. And here we are, full time, 2-0. Mo, what is going on? Please enlighten us. This is...
No, there's no magic to it, but the good thing about the whole prediction thing is I've been watching these teams play every day, and I know their weaknesses, I know their strengths. And when I look at the lineups on the day, I can predict correctly. It's not magic. But coming to the game itself, I thought Harare City did not play well in the second half. They didn't play well in the second half. You see that goal by Bill Antonio, the tactical substitutes that the coach made. I was busy criticizing him. Why is he making?
I also was a bit worried.
But then it really worked wonders. You know, Brendan Mpofu and the striker came on and they changed the whole look, the impetus, the drive and everything. That's the second goal. A good free kick from God knows Murwira, and then Frank Makarat.
Well, speak of the free kick. There was a penalty contest that led to the actual free kick.
Yeah.
Was that a penalty?
That was a penalty because it was inside the box. Unfortunately for the referee and the assistant referee, they are too far away from the action to really see what could have happened. But that was a penalty. And fortunately, Dynamos was not given a penalty, but they got a free kick. And from that free kick, they actually capitalized and get a goal out of it. But if it had not gone in, I would say Dynamos would have been cheated of a penalty because that was a clear penalty.
So do you think it's high time for Zimbabwe to introduce VAR?
Yeah, we have to be in touch with whatever everybody else is doing, and they also have VAR. Yeah.
Well, you spoke of substitution earlier. We actually had a chit chat about what you think of Kawundero going out and Brendan coming in. Also, the home side, Harare City, had a substitution of Tumba, but then immediately, like a few minutes after the coach introduced, he actually substituted Clive Rupia. Do you think that was a good move?
No, you don't take out your talisman, whatever the case may be. They may be off form, they may be, even if when you looked at when they came on in the second half, the only save that was made by the Dynamos goalkeeper, Mvula, it was from Rupia. So you can't take out your best player for whatever reason, because those are the guys that can get you a goal from nothing. But then he decided to take him out. He brought in Jerry Chipangura. He brought in Tumba. Of course, I had said Tumba.
The best combination.
Exactly. So, yeah, tactically, he lost to Tonde there.
Well, today we are talking of Dynamos win, Highlanders win, and the Caps United win. Just to wrap up match day 9, in the coach's shoes, how would you be feeling today?
I think we are in for a very good season. You know, when the crowds are beginning to come to the stadium, if you looked at the numbers that were at the National Sports Stadium today, it's
and
because
also at Baba Field.
Also at BF. If this continues like this, Dynamos keeps on winning, Highlanders keeps on winning, Caps keeps on winning, you find the stadiums are going to be filled very, very soon. And this is good for our football.
Now, in other news, there's Cranbourne winning 2-1 rather, against Wawa, and also FC Platinum and Manica Dynamos. We mentioned it, we spoke about it earlier, where FC Platinum, I personally think FC Platinum was a clash. It was a clash of the Titans. The match was a clash of the Titans, but it ended in a 0-0 draw. So what do you think happened really?
I never thought FC Platinum was going to lose 2 games in a row, so I knew it was going to be tough for Manica. But I would say it's points lost for Manica if they were thinking of challenging, because they've been collecting points from home more than away. So now they're starting to drop points at home as well. So I have always predicted that they are a mid-table club, and it's now proving to be correct. They're now going to their correct position. But for the Cranbourne and Wawa match, yeah, it was supposed to go either way because it's a relegation scrap. But as it is, it means that Cranbourne now is above Wawa. And 17
still
and
a
18,
relegation battle. But thank you very much, Mo. It was good to have you in the studio. Well, that was Mo Moyo there, who I can simply say is a fortune teller. And to round up our match day 9, Highlanders won 3-0 against Yada today, and Cranbourne Bullets 2-1 against Wawa. And also the one that was live on Zimpapers Television Network, Dynamos won 2-0 against Harare City. Catch us live next week, same place, same time. We will give you more action and all the action and the drama here on ZTN in partnership with Africa Bet. I'm Tandugai Sensigane. Thank you for watching.